The NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Edge Boost, the bank account built for better. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN and get a $25 deposit bonus. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the NBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Know me, know the voice, no guys, me. Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. It's over. It was a fun ride while it lasted. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. To be or not to be, that is the question. The Knicks are always going to Knick. And it always happens. And you know what? I am disappointed at myself for buying in that this was a possibility that something good could happen to the Knicks. But I know what it is. It's James Dolan. He's cursed. James Dolan is cursed. Whatever skeletons that man has dug in his backyard, they're coming back to bite. And the Knicks will never get to the mountaintop while James Dolan is the owner. And you know what? They almost tricked me. Almost. But I remembered. So you know what? It's fine. The Knicks are going to win the next game. Pacers are going to close it out in 6. Pacers are going to go on to the finals. And then probably lose to SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's how this ends. It's not a prediction. It's a damn spoiler. Shout out to my guy, the nerd Lonte Smith. Lonte, what's going on?
Not much, man. Same old. Just disappointed we got 2 short series.
Well, I mean, the Knicks series is still going to 6.
Maybe.
So is that short? Like, what's short? Is 5 short? 4 or 5 is short. 6, 7 is long. Is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got a shot at 6. It's a good point. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe 6. 6 compared.
I mean, this was my handicap of the series the whole time. One team is going to go up 3-1. They're not going to have the heart to close them out in 5, and then they do it in 6. I just really was hoping it was the Knicks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so maybe 1 short series. I don't know, man. Indiana, they look really good, man, and they've been pretty much the better team for, I guess, 85% of the series. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to close out anybody, especially on the road. But man, they look really good.
They don't look good, Lonte. They don't look good. That's not it. They just got lucky because, one, we did all the fucking hard work in the playoffs. We did it. We took out Boston. We did all this. Tyrese Halliburton has been getting A's on group projects since the fucking Olympics. We took out Boston. We did that. If they play Boston that last round, they're gone in 5. Tatum doesn't even get hurt because this is over in 5. We did the hard work. And now Tyrese Halliburton is about to get an A on a group project. You know, I thought Boston was going to be enough, and that would savor everything that I wanted. And ultimately, it still does, because anytime anybody from Boston says anything, I can say, wow, well, you still did lose that series. But this is... I hate that I've went on this roller coaster ride of, if you've been with us since the beginning, of me being in on the Knicks, me being completely out on the Knicks, and then me for one short playoff run being back in on the Knicks. And then I remember James Dolan is the owner, and his team is never going to win anything, Lonte. Nothing. They are never going to win anything, ever. The only thing that's going to make me feel better about all of this is if when Sean and Ryan go on live on Sports Gambling Podcast and start opening up packs, if they open up a crazy pack and get like some crazy Giants card or something, and we can go sell it and make a whole bunch of millions of dollars. That's the only thing that can make me feel better right now.
The rich get richer.
Yes. Well, I'm not rich, but yes.
Well, I mean, them. Yeah.
Yes, them. Yes, them. That would make me feel better. But so make sure everybody tunes in next Monday, and they'll be breaking open a case of Panini Prisms with DAPS, and you can get 10% off your favorite team with promo code SGPN. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break to get in on the action. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break. Ron said we looked it up yesterday. Did you know that Fred VanVleet has a top 7 NBA Top Shot card?
I know nothing about cards, so that's not surprising. Nothing would surprise me. Anything dealing with cards, not surprising.
No, but like, I don't think you. Do you want to guess how much this? First of all, is NBA Top Shot. Second of all, do you want to guess how much this card costs?
50 grand.
Dude, you're underselling. You're underselling it so bad. Oh my god. Oh, you're not even halfway there.
Why Fred VanVleet though?
That's what I'm saying.
What's the deal with that?
That's what is up with Fred VanVleet? No, Fred VanVleet had an NBA Top Shot card that sold for $140,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not surprising.
And this isn't even Fred VanVleet 2019 with the Raptors. This is 2020 when Kawhi's gone.
Yeah, well, I don't get that.
And it's like nobody like it. Dog, the first 6 options are LeBron, Victor Wembanyama, LeBron, and then Fred VanVleet.
No Kobe. I'm assuming that's weird.
No, it's not even Kobe up there. It was like all LeBron, one Wemby, and then Fred VanVleet randomly sitting there.
Maybe he.
Here comes JR. I'm pretty sure JR's Canadian, and he lives in Toronto. I'm almost positive. Here comes JR. He's an NBA champion. Here we go. You know who else is an NBA champion? James Jones. Who else is NBA champion?
Jeff Teague.
Jet C's NBA champion. Who else? No. I want to think of like the egregious NBA. Who is an egregious NBA champion? Who is the most egregious NBA champion? Spam it in the chat. Who is the most egregious? Like, why is this guy an NBA champion? He just so happened to be there. I got to think about it. Who are the guys that be in the back of the bench? I'm like, no, you know what? I'm kind of really pissed that Richard Jefferson is NBA champion. But, like, not like Richard Jefferson with the Nets, Richard Jefferson with the Cavs. That's the annoying Richard Jefferson when he was with the Cavs riding with LeBron. That's what annoyed me. Who else is an egregious NBA champion? I'm trying to think. One that's just like, dang, when I realize he has a ring, like, you know what? You know who really gets pissed off? Kenyon Martin when he realizes Nick Young has a ring.
Oh, yeah. Matt Barnes, too.
Wait.
Matt Barnes was on that Warriors team. He got hurt.
Oh!
Yeah, he got hurt. Steven Jackson's always talking about like how his ring got because he didn't do anything.
Oh,
yeah.
Nah, it's like, I can't even think of like the ugly ones, man. Thanasis has a ring. All right, what else we got here? We've got one game on the slate. It's one WNBA game on the slate too. Caitlin Clark hurt, so I'm sure people don't want to know anything about that game though. So let's just talk about the NBA game. I mean, this could be a good game, or this could be just a filler until we get to the finals. And we're now watching the second MVP trophy that SGA is going to pick up this year. The Minnesota Timberwolves are on the road going to play the Oklahoma City Thunder. OKC is up 3-1. The line opened up at 9.5. It's down to 8.5. Oh, come on. I'm cool with J.R. Smith having a ring. What? You're mad J.R. Smith got a ring? No way. Yeah. What? I'm cool with JR having a ring. I'm talking about the dudes that really don't deserve the ring. The ones that got an A on the group project. The ones that was just there. Like, they was literally just on the team and they was there. Like, remember when Shaq was bouncing around the league his last couple of years, and he played on the Cavs and the Celtics. Like, what are the dudes that were just there and ended up somehow finagling out with the ring? But total's also sitting here at 220.5. OKC laying 8.5 here. I mean, Lonte, Minnesota did show some fight. They did show some fight. They didn't go down easy. But now they're going back on the road here, and they have to play at OKC. And OKC's been really, really good at home. So what do you like here?
Yeah, I think the number is probably about right. I think Minnesota will come out guns blazing at first, and then OKC will casually walk them down and have one of those quarters where they completely dominate the third and fourth quarter. So Patrick McCall.
No, he's got 4. He's got 4. Patrick McCall has 4 because he got the 3 with the Warriors, and then didn't he get the 1 with the Toronto Raptors?
That's a good point.
Doesn't Patrick McCall? Let me look this up. Doesn't he have 4 rings? No way.
He might.
He's got like 3 or 4. He's got like 3 or 4 rings.
I think he has 3. Yeah, but I like OKC to handle business here. I think they'll come in a little bit comfortable.
He's got 3. 2017, 2018, 2019. That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So 19 was with the 19 was with the Raptors, and
19, and then he got 2 KD ones with the Warriors. That's crazy. He's got 3 rings.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like OKC, man. I think they'll get it done. That game has to be deflating with all those guys contributing at a high level, and Ant just didn't show up. Instead, he was making the right basketball play, whatever that means. But all in all, I think the season ends tonight. They'll have a long off season of what to do. But yeah, I like OKC to win it tonight. I think they cover as well. But I don't think it'll be easy at first.
I'm really torn here, man. I really am. Because I think I do think OKC wins too. I just think there's a world where Minnesota can actually kind of make this competitive and cover the spread. But how I think it happens is that Minnesota just like completely locks in on the defensive side of ball because they're not scoring on OKC here. OKC has held every single team that has gone to OKC under their team total except one in one game. And the one game was game 1 against Denver when they blew that 20-point lead and Denver came back and won the game. That's the only time. Every other time they've held every other team under their team total. So here's the question. Do you think Minnesota gives up from the beginning?
No, I think they fight in the beginning, and then OKC just comes back in the second half. I think a good play was taking Minnesota first half, Golden State, OKC second half. I think that's a good play.
About Patrick McCall. Patrick McCall got you thinking about Golden State.
I think Minnesota will come out. I mean, they're desperate. You can't fake desperation no matter what building you're in. There's no way you can match. And no way another team that's up 3-1 can match the desperation of a team down 1-3. It's just no matter how good, no matter how far apart they are, desperation is always the key. And early on, you have to take the crowd out of it. I think they've been playing them okay in the first quarter throughout the playoffs, especially in OKC. I think they've been playing them pretty good in the first quarter. So if they can keep that, they can keep it within striking distance and not let it go downhill early. I think they can stay at least competitive for 2.5, 3 quarters.
I think if I play at OKC 1-10. And I get whatever plus money I'm going to get out of that. And I just hope OKC doesn't run them out of the building, man. I'm not asking Ant to win the game, but make it close. I do think Ant has bounces back. Like it wasn't I understand what he was saying when he said he felt like he didn't really have a bad game.
I did.
But
he was trash, bro. You're getting the same looks that you get. They're getting the same defensive coverage you got when you scored 16 in the first quarter and 35 plus in game 3. There's nothing changed. I think that's like, and I love it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Excuses,
I felt because like I feel like if he got more attempts, people would be more happy. But it's like, bruh, like I don't know. I just don't. I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, it's really not shooting the ball right now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's like both of us going on Sean and Ryan's show and them talking for like 3 minutes and us talking for like 68. And although we're making good points,
Nobody came here for us.
Right.
Nobody came here for us.
Right. So like that's not. I mean, I understand it, but it's just like, bro, like, come on.
Man, nobody came here for us.
Yeah, we might be making good points, but this is their show. Like, this is Ant's show.
It's on them. It's on them to control the pace of the show, make sure that they get their points in, and lead us around, not us do the same. Oh wow, what a great comparison. I hope they actually watch the show for us so they can hear them.
I doubt it. They got other things. They got better things to do, I'm sure.
Oh man. All right. Give me Minnesota, I guess. I don't really. I mean, dog. I'm torn because OKC could really just coast through this and still win the game, man. Like, I don't think it actually takes a lot of effort on them to win the game. Screw it. Just give me OKC. Whatever. I don't care. Just give me OKC. I don't like the spread. Spread makes me feel weird. It does. It really does. Because I feel like Minnesota should have more fight in them. I really do. But, one thing I do like, Minnesota team total under. Because if they cover, I think they cover because their defense stepped up. I don't think it's because of their offense. I think no matter what happens, the Timberwolves probably can't score here. Again, OKC is 5-2, 3-5, 2-7. So there's 6-1 to their opponent's team total at home, going under. Pretty good trend there, and it tracks along with OKC, 1, being a much better home team than they are on the road, and 2, also the level of defense that they play at home is just top tier quality, and it's honestly one of the best. Like, it can go down in history as something in a top 10 great defense here for OKC. So yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and back them to play defense in this game. Maybe the scoring, and maybe that's how this game isn't what everybody wanted to be because it's not as much scoring. But I like the defense. I like Minnesota team total under.
Yeah, I like over. I've been under better this whole series, and I'm 1-3 in that aspect. I think that both teams will play with a lot of pace. I think Minnesota will be able to get to the line. They can't play against a set defense, so they got to be able to run. So I think we see less Rudy, more Naz Reid. I would be surprised if Rudy plays over 20 minutes, 22 minutes. I would be surprised because you want to get him off the floor and add as much offense as you can because you have to score. I mean, no matter how good your defense is, you have to be able to score. And obviously, I think Ant spearheads that scoring tonight, but I think the pace will be there. I don't think Minnesota defensively will be able to stop anything OKC does. I don't think Minnesota defense will be able to stop anything offensively that OKC does. I mean, OKC had like one good shooting night, really. They haven't shot the ball well all playoffs. I think they were like ranked like 13 out of the 16 playoff teams in three-point percentage, if I'm not mistaken. So they haven't generally shot the ball well. And I think they're going to do a good job offensively with those guys. Less Hartenstein, more Chet. I think that was a success. I think we talked about that a few days ago. Just allowing more space and more like more dunker spot plays for Lou Dort and having Chet roam around. And if they go to that zone, I mean, they were shooting them out of that zone as well. So the zone wasn't working. Yeah, I think we see a lot of points here, man. I think we see both teams get to like 115-ish, 116.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Minnesota comes out shooting 60% realist here. I just trust the defense of OKC so much better, and the history in the playoffs has proven they've shown up big at home every single game except the 20-point game that they blew. Yeah, Ant does got to show up, but if he doesn't, it also helps my team total under. So
I think he does show up. I think they still.
I do too. I think Ant shows up and he's the only one. That's how I have the script, and I've just go ahead and married myself to this script of Ant is the only one that shows up and everybody else doesn't, and they lose. Pretty much the inverse of what happened game 4. All right. Let's talk about Edge Boost, the first ever bank account built for bettors, ensuring all gambling transactions are approved. No usage fees, no minimums, earn cashback rewards. 100% approval for all betting deposit. Subs today at edgeboost.bet with promo code SGPN. Deposit $25 and EdgeBoost will match the deposit. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. So you hear that hiccup? It's a little Easter egg for the people, whoever makes it to the ad reads. Underdog. It's time for Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. They're going long for the NBA playoffs with their extender bonus. We are in game 5 here. I'm not going to lie. I would like an extension here to in game 6 because the bonus that they have has been great. And the game 6 bonus is going to be 90%. The game 6 is going to be a 90% bonus because game 5, 80% bonus here. 80% bonus. That's it. That's basically double your underdog lineup. Just like that. So let's go, man. What is this? Let's see here. Underdog Fantasy. We've got NBA SGPN. Claim your special pick and first time deposit upfront to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code NBA SGPN. Let's see. Zestier than Cat. Who's on the left? Lonte, they said you're zestier than Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, like what? What's going on here? Why are we talking about Lonte like that? Why would you do that? What's going on? All right. Lonte, we got Underdog. What's some player props you like for today?
I like a lot of unders, man. I like a lot of lowers. I like Null lower 9.5 points. Hartenstein lower 13.5 points and rebounds. He's been playing less and less minutes. He didn't even start in the second half. He has been higher than this number his 2 games at home, but I just think that the philosophies changed whenever they went on the road, and you're seeing less and less of him. And he's not even looking to score. I think he had 1 shot attempt or 2 shot attempts in the last game. So less Hartenstein, more Chet at the 5. I think that's correlated pretty much. Also looking at Chet, lower rebounds, 7.5. He hasn't had over 7 this entire series. That's by design because he's playing more on the perimeter. So that's why you see SGA, Jalen Williams, some of those guys getting a lot more rebounds than the bigs. Those are 3. I like Ant. I know we can just pretty much back anything Ant. I like Ant ladders up. I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But whatever you like.
Hey, Lonte, what's going on in the chat, yo?
I have no idea. I'm not even looking at it.
Hey! Lonte getting some plugs in the chat. They say you and Malcolm are the underrated MLB duo.
Oh, we must have had a good night last night, then. That's pretty good. Yeah, we do okay. We do okay.
Yeah, okay. All right. I like the humbleness. You don't want to bring nothing to the heater. If a heater is going on, you don't want to jinx it.
It's hard. Baseball is hard, man. Baseball is hard.
Man, shit, I don't even try. I swear I don't. All right, man. Yeah, I think Chet is a big game. And I feel like the confidence is there in Chet now, especially playing this Minnesota team. So if there's no Hartenstein, so that means somebody on the bench needs to come up. So is that Caruso? So we take Caruso, like a Caruso 3s?
I like Kaysen.
I took Kaysen in game 4. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that. No,
Yeah,
I took Case in game 3, so I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I mean he's getting attempts. He's just not knocking them down. But he was the first guy off the bench. I think he played almost 30 minutes last game. Defensively, and a lot of that had to do with Lou Dort being in foul trouble. But even prior to that, he was still playing a ton. First guy off the bench. You didn't see a lot of Wiggins. Saw some Kenrich Williams. So I'm interested in seeing how much he's deployed. They went away from Wiggins. They went away from Joe a little bit. He still played probably a little bit more than what he should have. I would probably prefer to see Wiggins more in. I mean, I guess the series is almost over, but I would prefer to see Wiggins in this specific lineup this specific matchup than Joe. But yeah, I think Kaysen is in line for a big game. I'll ladder his threes up to 4. He's getting open looks, man. He's just he
was like 1 for 5. Like,
but all of them were wide open, man. All of them were wide open. He's got I think like 5+ attempts and 3 of his last 7 or something like that. So he's getting up to attempts.
Yeah, no, I like Kaysen. He was over his PRA in 4 of the last 5.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. All right, and then so I like a Kaysen Wallace play. I like that. I just it's got to be both, or it's got to be somebody else from that bench because they're committed to sitting Hartenstein. And then letting I think it was one of those games I remember Caruso came in and started above him. So that's why I add. I'm still on Ant, man. I am. Let me see. I like Ant to go over his points. I like Ant over rebounds. We need the Ant over rebounds to still come in here, actually.
Yeah, I got some stuff on Ant if you want to like some because I like his points as well. So basically, he's averaging. So it's been 16 instances where he has had under 20 points in a game, and after those in a game following that, he's averaging about 28 points per game. And in this specific playoffs, he's only had 2 games where he didn't score under 20, where he didn't score above 20 or 20 or above, and he's averaging about 27.5 in the playoffs. So it only happened twice. And he had against OKC, actually, he had 13 shot attempts in one game. After that, he followed it up with 26. So I think he's going to see a ton of volume. I think he's going to come out firing just like he did in game 3 at home. Maybe not 16 points, but I think he's going to be ultra aggressive, getting to the line, putting pressure on the refs. And I think we see a huge Ant game. I wouldn't be surprised if he scored like 35, 40.
Yeah, man. I feel like Ant going to have a big game too. Like, what would an Ant big game and Minnesota team total underpay? Because when I say I have no faith in anybody else from Minnesota showing up in this game, like Ant is the only one that I feel like has the talent and the mental fortitude to get through being down 3-1 on the road in OKC against that defense. Everybody else, I think, is food. Yeah, I like Ant. I'm with you. That's really all I got, though. SGA, big SGA game. Yeah, SGA. SGA is going to do his 30. He's going to get. I
would look at SGA threes, man. My cousin have been putting me on this. He's been hitting 2+ threes. It's like minus $1.20 for 2+ threes. Like I think that's super low. He's had like 6+ attempts in a lot of the games, and he's getting into that pick and roll, that slow pick and roll where he's just kind of backing up on Rudy, hitting the jab, step back. So I would look at his threes higher. Maybe if you want to go to 3+. That's been pretty much a moneymaker all playoffs.
Yeah, Nas been good too. Did Nas just have the bad game?
No, he had incredible. Oh, you mean from 3?
No, I'm talking about like just overall because he was hot for a while, and I was waiting after I had started betting him a little bit. I was waiting to fade him. Wait to back him again after he had the cold game. Everybody got a cold game and then they get hot again. But is he still hot?
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, 23.
Yeah, that's why
that was the 23. That was the 23 game. Yeah, Yeah, we had him in Underdog. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is the one I want to play it. I don't think I want to play now here. I'm just really not. I really don't have faith in any of the other Timberwolves. Maybe they score, maybe they don't. But like, that's not nothing I want to trust here. I just think OKC's defense is going to be really nasty in this game. and they're going to have to play defense to even think that they have a hope in it. All right. Anything else, Lonte?
That's about it, man. That's all I got.
All right. Well, I know who still has plays. Rhythm has a bunch of plays over there. Firing up the old trusty, dusty Rhythm app here to see what's going on. Shout out to my guy, Adam Rosenberg, who has a Rhythm model he's named the Whoopee. And it's heavy on, yeah, he did. I don't know why, but he did. I didn't ask either. I'll admit, I didn't ask. He said it, and I went along with it, Lonte. I did. I am not going to lie. I went along with it. Okay, it's called the Whoopee. And so he's very emphasis threes. He had an emphasis on threes, tempo, defense. It sounded like the Atlanta Dream, to be honest. But let's see what we've got hooked up here in Rhythm for the WNBA over the next couple of days here. And we have, if you're looky here, they like under 164.5 in the second leg of a back-to-back game set between the New York Liberty and the Golden State Valkyrie. And if you know me, and you know that I love back-to-back game sets because they're deja vu games, and what do we do the second game? We take the under. Rhythm likes the under. So under 164.5. More defense shows up on the Valkyrie side, and they don't let them score 90 points here. And this game just squeaks under. Still like Liberty to get the win, and a big win. I don't know, Emmanuel. Why don't you hop off my nuts, man? Please. Shouts out to Rhythm. SportsGamblingPodcast.com/rhythm, RITHMM. 7-day free trial. You can also get a SGPN 25 for 20% off monthly subscription and SGPN 50 for 50% annual subscription. Head over there to Rhythm. Head over to SportsGamblingPodcast.com/RITHMM. All right. We're also brought to you by who's next? Oh, wow. I really didn't even have that pulled up. All right. There we go. We're also brought to you by Circa Ultimate Fantasy Football Experience. Lonte, still got a spot open in a Dynasty League if you want it. Because if we win, me, you, the whole 12-team league, going to Circa Las Vegas for a 12-person draft and stadium swim with a $5,000 food and beverage credit. 2 nights. You get to stay in Vegas, Lonte. You also get limo transportation to and from the airport. You get a welcome party at Legacy Club. You get the world's largest sports book, a reservation there with the $500 food and beverage credit, and a 2-hour open bar package over there at Overhang Bar. June 30th is the last day you have to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CIRCA. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. Your purchase to bet every single sport, including the NBA playoffs. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of different locations, easy deposit and lightning fast playouts using cryptocurrency. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN, and get a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Head over to MyBookie and get down on, let me see, what's a WNBA play that I could tell you is over there at MyBookie? You know, I really think the Fever are going to win. And it's actually going to piss me off because I'm a closeted Mystics fan, Lonte. I think the Fever are going to win, though. I think the books value Caitlin Clark too much, and they move the line on the Fever too much. Because if Caitlin Clark was playing, this is probably like 8, 9, maybe. They were like 7-point dogs 7-point favorites, 6-7-point favorites on the road against the Dream. So yeah, this has got to be like 8, and now it's 3, 4. Yeah, I'll take a stab on Indiana. I think they have a really, really good one. With that, that's all I'm gonna give you for WNBA. So if you ain't catch that one, then I don't really know what you're gonna do here. So, all right, let's see. Lonte, lock, dog, underdog, and we're out of here, sir.
Yeah. So, lock-wise, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Ant, man. I'm going to go with over 26.5. That's at reduced. You can get it at $1.06. 26.5 points, that is. I mean, I just think that his aggression will be on another level. His ability to get to the line will be there. He won't look to pass as much. I mean, you saw he was getting to the lane with the low gather, getting and ones. He was getting to the rim. I think he has to do that a little bit more in this specific game, maybe get to the mid-range a little bit more. But he was getting a couple shots that he normally makes that he didn't. We charged that to the OKC defense and to just a bad game. But I think he bounced back and have, close to 35. I would ladder him up all the way up to 40, just because of the history that he's shown, being able to bounce back in all these instances. So I like him higher or over 26.5 points. That's a lot. Dog-wise, so we're going to parlay two things. We're going to stick with Ant, 10-plus first quarter points, and we're going to add that with Minnesota winning the first quarter. You bundle those together, plus 355. Yep, plus 355. He's averaging about.
That boy went all in on the first 12 minutes of the game.
Got to. He's averaging around 8.
I love it though.
But I think he'll have, like I said, I think he'll come out smoking. He had 7 and 8 in OKC in the first quarter. I think they have to come out and play really well in that first quarter to establish themselves, and they can't do that without Ant being Ant. So we like Ant today.
All right. Excuse me. You kind of messed me up there. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of Ant. Can't possibly run back all these Ant plays. For my lock, I made Minnesota team total to play on the other show. All right. Wow, I actually kind of really don't like this game. You know what? I really do like Cason Wallace, and he did come through the other game. So I am going to bet Cason Wallace again. And this time, if he makes threes, I'm definitely cashing the PRA, even though I was still able to cash it, and he wasn't even making threes. So Cason Wallace PRA is currently sitting at 12.5. I will take the over 12.5 on the PRA for Cason Wallace. He has a good game, blowout potential. He stays on the court too. Cool. Dog. Dog is going to be SGA 35 points in a win plus 150. SGA has a big game, and OKC wins the game. I don't care about the points. I don't want to play with them. I fairly feel confident that OKC is going to win, and if it plays by the script, I'm expecting big games by Ant and SGA here. So I like SGA. Big game, get a win, plus 150, 35 plus points. Those are the two. All right. Underdog lineup, Monte. 80% boost.
What's your favorite one?
Cason.
Okay.
It worked last time. I'm fine running back too.
Yeah, I like Cason as well. I like SGA's threes higher, 1.5. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, you was talking about that earlier. Let's see.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't want to take credit for it. My cousin actually put me onto it.
1.5. Shout out to Cuzzo. 1.5. Cason Wallace, higher points, rebounds, and assists. And what's the last one here?
Do you want to say it again?
Do you want to throw Ant in there? You've got a lot of
I'm all in on Ant today. Anything you want to throw in there. If you want to go PRA, you want to go PR, it's up to you. I'm all for it. Oops.
Let's go PR because me and Scott are still sweating the Ant 40-1 leading rebounder in the series. So we still need him to have a pretty good game rebounding here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh my gosh, the 80% boost is crazy. All right. Ant higher, 34.5 points and rebounds. Cason Wallace higher, 12.5 points, rebounds, and assists. SGA higher 1.5 3-pointers made. You know, you came here and you gave out the 1.5 3-pointers made for McDaniels last time, and that hit. Just wanted to throw that out there. Regularly, if you just regularly do this, that's going to be 6x, $100, get you $600. But you do this with the 80% boost from the extender bonus, and that's going to be 10x. $100 gets you $1,000 on 3 plays. That's it. That's it, Lonte. 3 plays, $1,000. Shout out Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. Lonte, anything else for the people before we get up out of here?
Best of luck, man. And whoever said Aggie Pride in the chat, salute to you.
What? It was? There was an Aggie Pride in the chat?
Yeah, somebody said it. I forgot the name. Here we go.
What? Oh, shout out to him. Yeah, Aggie Pride. Lonte's an Aggie too. Bet you ain't know that. All right, he's at Lonte at XX Lonte XX on X, and I'm at really real __. Make sure you give us a follow at SGPN NBA. And with that, 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcast. Make sure you leave a like on the way out on YouTube, comment, all of that. If you're on X, go over to YouTube, like the video, appreciate it. With that, that is it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just cutting it like this. We are out of here.